Hey guys, welcome back to Words from Reagan. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about the days ahead of us that we want to experience and just get to right now. I want to start by asking you what your quote-unquote someday looks like. Whether that's meeting your person, graduating college, getting your dream job, getting your dream car, whatever that someday looks like for you. It's a goal or dream that you achieve that you cannot wait to get or experience. Ask yourself what you've been wanting and waiting on, an achievement of most sorts. Keep this someday in mind. Recently, I've fallen in love with Zach Bryan. His music is just so real and I love it. I was listening to his song called Someday a couple months ago, and it just felt like the song and words I needed to hear for the longest time now. Words I needed to hear to continue to put in the work, knowing that I will get these things one day, but to get to that one day, I need to focus on today. Now, I'm not trying to force you to listen to Zach Bryan. I recommend him, but I'm not trying to force you to listen to him. But I pulled a couple verses and lines from this song that I feel are very real and stuff we all need to hear and be told to help us live our day-to-day lives to get you to your someday. So the song starts by saying, "Someday I'll make it there, I swear." We tell ourselves this all the time, that we want to get to that day and we just want to get there, but we'll get there one day, right? And then the song goes on to continue to say, "Today I will hold my head up high, knowing someday comes one day at a time. Today there's a sun setting soon as supper's warm. Today I've got someday on my mind." Obviously, this dream or goal, whatever your someday looks like, pops in our head so many times because we just want to get there. And I just love the verse. I love those words. We have to go in every new day with our heads held high, being blessed for having today. Someday comes one day at a time. So whatever your someday looks like, you have to live present and get through today to get to tomorrow, and let alone that someday. We have to remain present, making day-to-day decisions, putting ourselves out there, and moving forward with life. You are fine with knowing the sun is still up, the sun is still shining above you, you have your family and friends who love and care for you, and you have a whole life ahead of you. You take these little things and make them your happiness and motivation to keep going and to stay sane in the present moment. Yes, you may not have completed your dream and goals, but you have to get there first, and in order to do that, you need to put in the work that comes with it. If you are wanting to settle down and wanting to experience love, you're going to have to focus on yourself, find you, go on dates, and put yourself out there. But comes with it is knowing that you might be rejected, know that you might have a breakup or be betrayed, and getting hurt. Just as much as wanting to work for your dream company or wanting to open up your own business, you have to apply for job after job, build your resume and experience. You have to put yourself out there, meet new people. But comes with it is knowing jobs might not work out for you. You might be turned down, interview after interview. Maybe you want to move cities. You know that you have to find a city that suits you, find an affordable place to live, get a fresh new start. But comes with it is leaving everything you've ever known behind, facing the fact it might not work out, and you might feel alone because you're getting a whole new fresh and a start city by yourself. You see, when you have an opportunity or chance because of a dream or ambition you have to put in the work today to get to your someday. But when making those decisions, you know you might be turned away, you might be rejected, and things might not work out. Although the pain might sting, you have to get up with your head held high and keep working towards it. So look around in your life. Who is somebody that you look up to? It could be an influencer, a business owner you know, maybe somebody in your family. You value them and their work and where they are at in their life because it gives you motivation for where you want to end up. If you were to ask that person if they have ever been turned away, if they've ever been hurt, and if things didn't go the way they planned or wanted, would they say yes or no? I'm pretty sure they would say yes. Life is trial and error. In order to have that 6-figure paycheck, to finally open up the business of their dreams, or to get their dream body, they have fought and put in the work in order for them to be where they are at in their life and be successful. They didn't give up. Same goes for you and me. Whenever you have a bad day or things don't go your way as you planned or wanted, you feel like giving up. So you either choose to keep going or quit. And we don't want to be quitters, right? You can't stop. You have already put in so much work, and who's to say that someday you want to experience isn't tomorrow or the next day? You cannot give up, continue with your head held high, and continue to put in the work. Say you and somebody didn't work out. You say you're unlovable, you're never going on another date, and you're just done with love. No. In order for you to find your person, you're going to be turned down by numerous people, but yet again, you still have to put on the work. Life comes with responsibility and action. If you sit around and do nothing, you're never going to be where you want in life. If you lay in bed all day, wanting to shapen up, wanting to get your dream body, I hate to say it, but you're not going to make any progress. It's the truth. You have to choose to continually put in the work, no matter what circumstances, even when being rejected or down. Life is all about consistency. If you stop, you're going to lose your spot and have to start all over. Say you're waiting in line, hours in, and you turn to the person behind you and say, "Hey, I'm a little tired. I'm going to go take a quick 15-minute nap in my car. Could you hold my spot?" I highly doubt that person would say yes. They've been waiting there as long as you have. They're just going to laugh in your face. If you step out of line, the rule is you go straight back to the line. I'm sure we've all learned that rule in middle school or some point of our lives in an amusement park, wherever you were at that you were waiting in line, that you stepped out of line, straight back to the end of the line. Well, the same in truth goes for life. If you step out of line, you go straight back to the start. If you decide to step out of line, decide to hit pause for a little, and think that life will pick right back up where you left, you're wrong. You have to continue to put in the work even on the hard days. Even when you're tired, even when you want to take a quick little nap, life still goes on. And adding to that, you cannot rely on others to build this life for you. You have to build it yourself and put in the work yourself. Yes, people are here to uplift and support you, but they're not going to live your life for you. So the verse told earlier from the song Someday continues on later in the song, just bended words and more maturity, showing that he learned his lesson and learned that someday is today. The verse goes, "Today I will hold my head up high, knowing someday has been here the whole damn time. There's a sunset setting I ain't forgetting. The blood that made my heart warm, today I found what I was searching for." Same line, just bended words. That is how I want you guys to come out after listening to this podcast, realizing that someday has always been right here. For you to get to your dream someday, you need to put in the work and live today. Once you realize that, your perspective in life will never be the same. You will never have a more motivating and strong drive to get the job done. You will accept pain, you'll accept fail, you'll accept rejection and hurt on whatever board life has to offer for you. But you have to continue to keep your head held high because you know you must put in the work and live today to get to tomorrow and the next day and the next to eventually get to your someday. So stop searching for that someday, wishing your days away, and realize that someday has always been right here. The song is about living in the moment. Why wait to change yourself? Why wait to live your dreams or better yourself or whatever? You can do that right now. You can put in the work right now instead of pushing it off for the tomorrow that we're not even guaranteed. You have today, but are not guaranteed tomorrow. You have to remain confident and positive. Have fun today while putting in the work. I've talked about this before on my podcast, but really find joy in the little things. Yes, you're going to find happiness once you get to your someday, but life even then won't be all rainbows and unicorns. You still have to put in the work and be responsible. We miss out on happiness altogether because we are so focused on getting to that someday. Happiness comes from little things in life along the journey. If you sit down and dwell what you don't have, then you're going to be stuck in the gray place of life. It's the little achievements, progress, and goals that help you build your self-esteem and keep you motivated. If you want something and get it right now, the value in that feeling once getting it wouldn't be the same as once you've put blood, sweat, and tears after years of waiting and have failed along the way. The value and feeling of that will be 1,000,000 times better because the value grows the longer you don't have the thing. The wait is what gives the thing the value, and the longer you wait and put in the work to get to your someday, the more value that day will hold to you once it comes. So stop pushing off the work, the effort, and the little things along the way, because if you do, you will never get to your someday. Once you realize this and put this in perspective of life, you will find your drive, and it'll open up the fact that someday starts right now. In order for you to get there, you have to put in the work now and the next day and the next. You never know when that day will come, and all your work and time put in will pay off. Think about that before quitting or giving up. It could be tomorrow or in a year or in 5. You have the power to continue even on your down days. You're only guaranteed the present day, so take your hope and ambition and use it today. Take Zach Brown's words for how you want it. So stop searching for that someday, wishing your days away, and realize that someday has always been right here. Thank you guys so much for listening to this week's episode, and I will see you guys next Thursday with a new one. Bye, guys.